All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about what do you see in front of you. American Express, Blueprint Loan. Why don't you get out a tab and pen so we can begin, okay? And by the time I say things, you're going to go run and get it. It's a little too late. American Express, great cards. Why? The paid overtime limits of $100,000 and they're unlimited. There's no inquiry. What do we get to do? Line up a Blueprint loan for $250,000. They don't fluctuate. In other words, unfortunately, most of you have taken your credit, you jacked it up, got stuck, couldn't get any more because you jacked up the wrong card. You see, I'm Ray Reynolds, the guy that actually trained Ken Yarborough to help TRW and Experian a long time ago in the 80s. Part of the 70s too, but understand. American Express, okay? If I gave you a loan today, $250,000, what would you do with it? What would you do with $250,000? The card got you the gateway, you got the $250,000. What are you going to do next? You see, the problem is what you're going to do about your personal credit based on basically what they say credit repair, which I don't believe in, and I think it's against federal trade anyway, is why don't we rebuild, let's rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty. But here's the problem. Let's say your credit score is a 750 today. Fantastic. If not, I'll get you there if you allow me to, and I'll show you how to do it as well. What are you going to do the next time you mess it up, screw it up? You've done it 10 times in your life. So you've been playing the up and down show. The bottom line is very simple. I want you to write down auto income. I'd like you to write down auto income. Say it again. I want you to focus on income versus getting rich. I don't want you to be rich, to be honest with you. I'd like you a corporation with 9 divisions and 9 more, getting up to $100,000 a month. Would that be okay? See, that's income, so we can offset taxes. Debt offsets taxes. Borrowed money is not taxable. So we can actually play the game to win if you want to. So the next thing is look at Chase. Chase Bank's phenomenal. If you line up the Chase personal card and the Sapphire, and that's the Freedom, and then the 6 Ink cards, there's no interest up to 22 months. To me, that's like free money. Their line of credit's up to 150 as well. So if I got 250 and 150 here, I got 400,000. Can I go get a business and auto income course? See, what happens is you've been trying to get rich, maybe, or the bottom line is basically doing what? Trying to get where you're trying to go, and basically what? The routine? All right, unfortunately, being an entrepreneur is not as easy as you want it to be. So as we played the game, we're going to call it a Blueprint loan. Stellar Bank, Chase, and other things as well. We get to play the game to win. So let's understand today. I'd like you to take a picture of that. I also turn this into mouse pads. If you want a free mouse pad, you call the office, let us know. Okay? You see, I believe this is your future in front of you. I believe that's where you kind of screwed up. I believe when you drove by that Wendy's restaurant the other day on the right-hand side of your car, okay, on the left-hand side had the Jack in the Box, you kind of screwed up. I believe you didn't pay attention to those things in front of you and you kind of drove by and it's opportunity. You see, when I bought my first storage unit, I was 19 years old. When I had my 22,000 payphones, I was 17 and a half, and that's $6.6 million a month. My 19 houses as well. See, I learned something a long time ago. All right, the positioning of corporations and division process that I created, invented in 85, 86. But what about this? What if today, let's do this, let's go to the board. Let's have some fun. Let's understand something today. Here's your choice. Let's pretend we're talking about you. The SS5 form, you filled it out to get an SSN. That equals to the 1040 tax return. And that's what you did, 1040 tax return. Let's write down the word you, and the bottom line is what you do is you bring the pain home. I'd like you to think about 3 divisions of you, okay? You, all right? The bottom line is right now, I believe you're a bullseye. I'd like to repackage your life and change it if you allow me to. If you give me permission to tell you what to do and I'll get you through the process, I'll get you to the $1 million dream and I can guarantee it. I carry a $2 million bond as well. You see, when I had the largest info commercial in the world doing basically hundreds of millions of dollars all the time, we have to carry a product insurance for $1 million anyway. So let's think. Today, let's draw a line right here. See, that's the line of defense. I think we're living in hell sometimes, and when we die, we're in a better place. because sometimes every day feels like it'll go into you know what. But again, this is a corporate umbrella. All right? You see, you're a legal person, okay? You're a legal person, okay? Of flesh, ow, ow, ow. Corporations are a legal person of law. Public record, not here to be safe an attorney. Your problem is you didn't learn how to play. And all the things you can watch and all that social media thing, that's great, but the reality is they're not teaching you rules and tools and the opportunity to build a foundation. Foundation is very simple. Let's understand something. Let's write down here SS4. Please write down SS4 again. SS4. Let's understand something. The SS4 form is created by the IRS, or it's a universal form. It's for people, corporations, and entities. Entities, write down entity. You see, what happens is you didn't pay attention because this SS5 IRS, these are SS4s. Okay? Let's think today about your banks. Your Bank of America, okay, Chase, Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank, they're all bankrupting locations. In other words, they're getting rid of these branches. You can watch it all over Google and social media all the time. What happens is very simple. They're bankrupting locations. See, they signed a 100-year lease, 100-year lease. So when they bankrupt this piece, and all the pieces have their line of defense, their corporation is doing tax balancing. This is the IRS here, and this is them. They're balancing. See, the reality is they get to write off the debt, offset the taxes. When you bring the pain home to you, the bottom line is you get stuck. You can't get any more. So if we can listen and learn a little bit more today, we can understand how to play the game to win. You today, you probably have an LLC, a limited liability company equals corporation, LLP, S Corp, C Corp, maybe nonprofit, or it may be a PC. Okay? These are the corporations you can pick. It's a structure. Now, I believe on social media they're kind of confusing everybody, getting rich, and the reality is their structure. You see, in the beginning, I don't care what your structure is. I just care you have a corporation because it's a legal person because the Supreme Court deemed it to be true. So if we draw a square right here, let's understand something what we're trying to do. Our goal is to understand entities. So let's draw 9 entities, okay? 9 entities is the ultimate goal. Why do I want 9 entities? Well, everybody says they want to have them be a millionaire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't want you to be a millionaire. I would like you to have a millionaire corporation. I would like you to write down M in this box right here. M is for management company. If you had 9 houses, for instance, as an example, and you put them all in LLC, if one slips and falls and sues, they're going to basically screw you up and lose all your pieces. Okay? You're going to lose all your pieces. The goal is to be winning the game of business because it's a game. So if we draw this line even here, this is a corporate structure. If we look at this process, that's 9 houses, which means 9 liabilities. That's also 9 loans for each house. Each house has its own loan. So what we have here is 18 liabilities. So you would take 18 divisions to have 100,000 of credit per entity, okay, and also basically separating liability. You see, you have to plan the problem. But if you don't plan it, the reality is you're going to get your assets kicked. If the bank can bankrupt locations, or if we had a bad one, we could do the same thing. It is called disconnect, isolate, incorporate. I know it because I created it and got it approved by all 50 states. So what I want you to do today is think today. Did you spend thousands of dollars on something that didn't work? Did you get some motivation, which is an hour or 2? I would like you to call the office today, and I'd like to give you one of these tablet, basically mouse pads for free, okay? So that way you can have it in front of you in your computer or whatever you have today, and take a picture of that. All right, screen save it. Make it your screensaver for your phone and computer. Print it in color. And laminate, put it in your refrigerator, your desk. I'd like to change your life, but I need you to turn these up and listen and understand something. When I say write, I need you to write with your hands, your eyes, your body, and your mind because it records. Your problem, you're so busy taking pictures, you don't remember anything anymore. And most people, sorry to say, you spend thousands for a corporation. You paid an attorney who's practicing law, haven't got it right yet, CPA, in a corporation service, and I don't think you learn diddly squat. Corporations, if you don't know this, are free in all 50 states, free. So the goal would be, how do we get to the goal and what do we get to the dream? I hand you $1 million today, what would you do? What would you do? I used to bring $1 million for an armored truck, the Bonavitch, all the time. I'd bring my cat, because I built him $1 million of credit, 9 lives for a cat, 9 divisions. It was just a stunt, but it actually worked. What would you do with $1 million today? See, your problem with you is your lack of knowledge. I'm sorry to say the lack of knowledge is our stupidity. We're not stupid, but we all do stupid. If you had $1 million, you'd want to reference 3 times 5. Leverage the money, which I've taught rich and famous people how to do. We want $100,000 of credit here. We want it also times 9 now. That means we have $1 million. $1 million of credit. If I took $1 million of credit today and I reference 3 times 5, let's understand something. If I reference 3, 1 million, right here, the reference of 3, okay, times 5 equals 1.5 million of a line of credit. Leveraging the money would do first for one reason. We'd want to create the debt to offset the taxes. And that was the ultimate goal. Today, it's like pay tax, buy a Lamborghini, which I always showed all the time for me. Pay tax, buy a spaceship, or pay tax and pay and get a nonprofit, but it's up to you. So I'd like you to show you your dream and let's go get it. But the reality is, you're so busy doing it right and wrong, at the same time, you're kind of confused. I believe you've had your friends and family rip you off, some of you. I believe you've actually been ripped off yourself, and if you ever co-sign, that's kind of silly and dumb, because that person's going to basically hurt you instead. I got nicknamed the Godfather of Credit years ago, doing $60 billion of credit and things for me and my rich and famous client and normal people. But again, it's going to be up to you. See, if we play the game, I'm going to line up the escrow for you. I'm going to build you what I call checkbook money. Write down checkbook money, please. These are $150 each. And we position something in an escrow. You get the entitlement of ownership to your division of your corporation. If we put $25,000 in a project, and you got $6,000 a month, would that be okay? Minus the bill to pay for the line of credit, now you have $4,000 left over. So if we took $6,000, $2,000 pays the debt, now we have $4,000 of positive cash flow. Now, if we did this again and again and again, we're going to build $100,000 a month. Eventually, I got $2 million a day. And again, you could do the same thing too. In the beginning, I always say no pictures or recording because you seem to take pictures of things that don't matter the most. I want you to focus what matters for me and what matters to you. Bottom line is an income. Bottom line is paying the bills and feeding your family. You see, I didn't get one of those as a kid. I got to eat out of a trash can, be used and abused, and it kind of sucked. So the reality is I wanted to fight to get out of hell. But that's just me, for my life, what I had to do for me. So see it, believe it, go get it. It means a world to me. I wrote it at 12 and a half years old at the Torrance Library next to the Torrance Police Department, where I went to almost every day. You see, I wanted to get out of hell. When I wrote down see it, that's my goal list. To believe it, pray, and go get it. I did it all the time. I obtained my first $1 million in a corporate structure when I was 14 and a half after I invented something called Car Finder. From there, I got the first billion of structure at 21, 2.6 billion at 26, 3.7 billion at 2009. But again, that's not my money. It belongs to the corporation because I don't want to be rich. Okay, the reality is here, it's like reaching the goal. I could kick the door jam at 10, then the basketball hoop when I was 14, and then there's 13 feet. I would jump 2 feet in the air, I'd be able to kick 13 feet in the air without trying at all. Now, I don't know why other people couldn't do it, and I could. The reality is that's just the way it works. So I got my head here, bashed in with that light that night. But again, what do? I like goodies. I learned the hard lessons. I learned to listen as a kid. Or get beat or something, and that's just unfortunate I had to go through. I went all weekend, sold seeds, clackers on old yards. I went home to count my money. I got 52 bucks. I'm going, yay! The devil's wife grabs my money, says, you're paying rent. I was paying rent at 8.5 years old. Didn't that suck? So I learned a long time ago, never put something in my name, ever, ever. Everything's a division of a corporation. If I own something, I'm going to steal it anyway. Someone's going to take it away, or they hate the player, they hate the game. So what do we get to do? I like goodies. I didn't get a house as a kid. You know, the trash can kind of sucks. So I like getting mansions. Is that okay? Let's say we play my way for a while. Winning the game of business, I created that for me and for you when I was basically in 1976. In 1976, if you don't know this, I was building a mansion in Nelligale, California, driving a Lamborghini to Coast College. By the way, I was 16. What were you doing at 16? Going, beep, 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 about it? See, I wanted out of hell, and I wanted to make some money. It took money to get the honey. My next series was for dummies, because I feel stupid when I do something new. I don't want to feel like a dummy. I wanted to call books for dummies, so that's what he'd taken. So I named it the Blueprint of Success. And that's called the Millionaire's Founders Kit. Very simple, 12 books, 12 CDs. Came out 40 years ago, the first version. Is to help everybody on a monthly basis master the 1,000 rules and tools to have a millionaire corporation. Everybody said the world wasn't ready for me at the time. What do? You scan it, you take a picture, you get a copy today. Do you realize you can get that Millionaire Founders Kit today? Scan and take your picture. Now, what do? I believe you, when you started your credit file, you kind of screwed up and listened to friends and family. I believe you basically had a hard time getting that cosigner, that secure card, maybe a Sears card or whatever it might be. I would like you to basically understand something today. All right, some of those things out there confuse me when they say I need a Capital One credit card secured. The answer is no. Why? Because that would be an inquiry. I don't want to drop my score, so I get stuck. I can't get any more. What I'd like you to think about is to allow me to get the card for you, or for your son, daughter in high school or college. If you don't want me to get it for you, it's an Open Sky card, by the way. Open Sky, 200 bucks in the card, $25 you spend, you can start your file up and away. See, I want to start the credit files for the next generation, the ones in high school and college. I don't want them to do the same stupid thing we did. Is that okay? All right, we don't play the up and down show. If you need a copy of basically winning the credit game, it's very simple, starting out right, because it's for every child in high school and basically college. It's a free download, by the way. Now, do you want to be a millionaire? It's a very good question. I'd like you to say no. You see, I know it's the opposite of what you're thinking. I want to be a millionaire, I want to be rich. I see it all over the place. They're rich. They're not rich. I wish they wouldn't confuse the world today, but they're puppet masters. Their corporations might be rich. They're not rich. They control the rich corporation. So I'd like you to think today, your corporation having 9 divisions for 9 locations, and then 9 lines of credit. That could create up to $100,000 a month auto income. That could actually enhance your paycheck or replace it if you want to. But again, that's what I teach people to do 6 days a week. I've been basically online or in person for 6 days a week for 49 years. This is my last and final year for next year. I'll be coaching the people that I'm coaching in my partnership program. From there, I got junior and senior coaches all the time anyway. So here's our problem today. If today we lost our job, it's oh crap, what do? Next week, I don't have a new job, oh crap, I got another problem. 8 months later, it's a bigger oh crap, because why? I got to feed my kids, I got to take care of my spouse, I got to pay the house payment, but what did I do? During that time, you actually use your credit cards, which you should have increased the limits before you used them. The other thing is they need to stick you behind every card. You see, this is a $10,000 card right here. This is a 50. So I get 2 of these or 10 of these. I'd rather have 10 of these. If we basically take a sticky behind a card, we write down 29% utilization. When I was training Yarborough at TRW, which stood for The Report's Wrong, or Thomas Raymond Woolridge in the 70s and 80s, in 96 it became Asperian. It's simple. I came up with the longest, oldest card and the 29% rule. You see, all your dashboards out there say below 30, but they're not giving you rules and tools because they don't want to be liable. Me, I'm just going to tell you what to do if you listen and learn. So if I take the cards and I have 29%, that's $2,900 on a $10,000 card. But you got the card and you went, honey, let's go shopping, let's go to dinner. No, 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 no. See, the lack of knowledge is a lack of discipline. Lack of discipline is the killer of a dream. So what do? You see, when you have that old blankety blank day, these don't fluctuate. I got him to do a paid over time limit 18 years ago. All right, unlimited up to $1 million. So if you have an old blankety blank day, what card do you jack up? The one that fluctuates or the one that does not? You see, I believe you screwed up. I believe you brought the pain home. You should not have done it in the first place. But what do we get to do? Increase limits, analyze. If we analyze credit right away, what happens to all of us is simple. I can help anybody get 150 points in 90 days or less. It's very simple. We prove it all the time. I've analyzed 50 million people in 49 years, by the way. So again, here's 200 points on top of this one. See, what you have to understand is that graph on Analytical 750, Experian.com, or Credit Karma, the graph is your heartbeat of your credit. You, every time you go past 29%, you drop your score, you get stuck, you can't get any more. See, we're measured by the SSN, SS4, and the credit score. So we got to learn how to play the game and win. The goal is to play the game and win. You understand that so far? What do we get to do? I'd like to give you $100,000 in credit if you allow me to rebuild you my way. From there, cut out all the crap you waste $50 every other day. I would like to get that corporation with 18 divisions so then we can get $100,000 of credit and multiply it to $1 million. I created something in '88 called Daisy Chain of Credit. Under the Fair Lending Act, even American Express, if you got these two cards, they would turn around and say, would you like 99 more? You see, if you learn to daisy chain credit, each division can have that credit 100,000 plus, and you get to build the American dream and finance it to create debt offset taxes. But it's up to you. With all that stuff confusing out there, I just want to hold your hand and rebuild you my way because it makes sense, but it's up to you. My first storage unit, I bought it when I was 19. I partnered with my ex-father-in-law, Dr. Robert Soltis, for LA School Board. He got $17,350 a month, so did I. Corporation absorbs the money, doesn't pay tax till it makes a profit. So if I create debt to offset the taxes, there's no tax to be paid because there's no profit left over. Again, there's a way to balance debt as well. As we watch Elon Musk buy Twitter, all right, twilly-dee, and now he got X marks the spot. So what do we get to do? We get to play the game to win, if you choose to want to. Time is everything. Time, credit, and money. Time, credit, money. We have to understand how to play. Now, we've allocated about $10 million certified right here to go after some projects. My vice president of my company is very simple. His name is Santos. He's been in the real estate business for over 30 plus years. We're going after this car wash right here. It's $1 million. If you partner with me, you're getting $7,200 a month. Would that be okay? Minus the bill for the credit we used to go get it, now you have $5,000. The next one, we're looking at this one here. This is $1 million, all right, 90. So as we play this game, our goal is to play what to do? Play the game to win. But again, we come up with about 10 projects a week that we invite all our clients to play in. But again, let's understand what that means. I'm going to line up, get you the lines of credit, okay? You're going to write a check to escrow. We will never touch your escrow money ever. That's against everything I believe in. I don't believe in Ponzi's. I see a lot of those all the time. So if you take that line of credit like a Wells Fargo and you write a check as your $25,000 down payment or 50, whatever it needs to be, you get auto income. I believe that's where you kind of screwed up your whole life. Sorry to say, but it's true. So if we turn around today and we take that $62 million that I have so far in credit cards, here's about 40 of it so far. So what do we get to do? I've been doing this since I was a kid. It's kind of fun. If we take borrow money, we get to buy the lifetime income. See, the lifetime income is where you kind of screwed up. People trying to be rich. No, don't be rich, please. Let's get $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, and let's multiply it by 9 more divisions. Let's get to $100,000 a month. I literally got to $1 million a day in 2006, 7, and 8, and 9, by the way. So if we use borrow money, it's not taxable. That is the fourplex. That is the apartment complex. That is the Wendy's. That is the Jack in the Box, and whatever you want it to be. Laundromat, dry cleaning, all these other things. I wrote books on all these things, and I got clients out there today trying to help you as well. That's nice. What do? The investment group is going to go public in about a year or so, and it should be about $10 billion at the time. And I'd like you to write down 3 things right now, if you would, please. I'd like you to write down you do, I do, all right? Basically, you do, I do, we do. What does this mean? I'd like to line you up and teach you everything you need to know, and you do it on your own, that's fine. About 25% of people like that, no problem at all. The rest of you, 75%, we can do it together if you want. What does this mean? You can elect me as one of your CFOs and your attorney in fact. That gives me power of attorney to talk to your banker and line you up, by the way. If you're an entrepreneur and you don't really know how to do things, it's simple. I'll do all the work for you. I'll line up, do everything else for you. We'll close the escrow, I'll hold your hand, we'll sing Kumbaya. See, I don't have excuses. Most people have excuses, or half the world's freaking lazy. It only takes 38 steps to reach a goal in the first place, and then we have to master it 8 times as we hear it. The ultimate goal is simple. What did I do when I was 17 and a half? I went to this this event, and they're selling payphones. They said the payphones, and I'm driving my Lamborghini company car, going to East Coast College, having fun. They said a payphone route is $1,600. I'll buy 10, please. They said it would make $300 a month. How many months would it take to get to positive cash flow as the money's coming in based on the debt anyway? There's where we go. See, math doesn't lie. Numbers never lie, only people lie. By the time I kept going back to the events, people were complaining, about 20%, saying it doesn't make enough money. They told you it makes up to $300 a month. One lady, only 280. It's like, she's just complaining. Never complain about rich and famous people. Shut up and join them. So I got 22,000 payphones up to about 6.6 million a month. Is that okay? My 9 houses were in my division process. So I created something, and I didn't know what to call it. I didn't know what to call it residual passive income. I don't care about that. I called it auto income. I just want the money coming in, paying my bills. It was auto income to me. So again, it's like me, I accomplish every goal. I actually kicked the light of my foot 13 feet in the air, and I got this big indentation in my skull, by the way. It was a bloody mess. They didn't know if I was going to be like normal. I have an IQ of 203, a total recall, right, both hands to talk at the same time. I don't want to be normal. I'm one of the few, not one of the many. That's just me. But that's only 13 feet. I like goodies. You like goodies? But they're not my goodies. They belong to visions of corporation structure, because I'm not silly and dumb. Now, I'd like to repackage you like a Humpty Dumpty. See, you're highly intelligent, but you're missing some pieces. Why don't we work together 6 days a week and get you back on track my way a little bit, because I think your way sucks. Why don't you look in the mirror today and stare at yourself and say, you're fired, and hire me. You should fire yourself, by the way. When I was dropped off Redondo Beach Pier, I was 3.5 years old. The devil's wife dropped me off and said, if you're not here, 5 o'clock, I'll leave you there to die. Her eyes actually went to red. Her name was Mrs. Hope, she-devil from hell. I studied the Kennedys, all right, the Hiltons, the Firestones, the Gettys, the Fords. On Redondo Beach Pier, you can see Marina Del Rey, Torrance Rocks, Palos Verdes, and Rat Beach. I gathered magazines. But I learned to listen because I got caught stealing off the pier. He grabbed my hand that day, and he gave me a choice. Boy, take out the trash or I'll call the police. What do you think I picked? I was known as boy till I was 9.5 years old, clean the chum bucket, do all these things. What I had to do, I wanted to basically get out of hell. I was motivated, but again, maybe you're not motivated because you're just happy, all right, being stressed out all the time. I created something 40 years ago called the Puppet Master Club. See, I'd like you to learn to be a puppet master. What do? Linda and Dwayne's great people. She came to our workshop and boot camp in 1986. She spent $2,000, cost her $26 a month. She financed the American dream, what she should do in the first place. But again, the Hyatt Hotel in Texas is now the Blueprint Apartments. It took her 1 year and 210 days to do this, and you could do the same thing if you follow through. But again, you have to listen, learn, and you have to follow through and do what I ask you to do. Take a picture of Linda and Dwayne right there. She'll tell you I made her $1 million or 5 times plus, and we could play the game to win, but it's up to you. What happens with you today, because that's about a $27 million project, I can line you up correctly, but you have to listen and learn and do it my way for a while, because I'm going to say your way sucks, to be honest with you. 2 cars, 2 big buildings. 2.2 billion in real estate at the time, 21 cars in the car collection. I would wear the suit that would match the car and the watch as well, and that's just the way I did things for me. It made sense, but okay. To me, winning the game of business is important to me when I wrote that series in 1976 when I was 16. That is 1,013 divisions, by the way. I'm going to give you a list. I'm going to blueprint you, then I'm going to give you your checklist for daily, weekly, and project lists. I'm going to tell you what to do for 12 months, if you allow me to. I don't want you to think, because I think your way sucks. My way works. The difference is I'm right, you're wrong. Simple. That's how it works. Corporation, chapter 18, what does it say? It's a legal person. It's right there. Now, I heard this listening to Mrs. Hope's poker game in the corner. Well, what did I do? I drove my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department the next day. Next door is the library. Man, what does this mean? She was rude. She walked away, okay? 5 minutes later, here's a mock of here's a buck. See, I learned the word blueprint from Joanne when I was in the 1st grade. It was kind of nice. So I'm thinking there's a blueprint there. I couldn't find one, so I created one. So I want you to focus and understand today. It says that corporation is a legal person that may sue or be sued. Your corporation's on Secretary of State's website. Your name's right there. You're on the bank account, so when they sue it, they sue you. You're the voice for the corporation because it doesn't have its own voice. It has you. What do we get to do? Well, let's basically look at the bottom here. Business Professional Code 1700A3. For some reason, that felt wrong to me when I was 9.5. My first corporation cost me $10. It's called Helping Hand Industries. I was 9.5, by the way. You can check it on Secretary of State's website in California. And then I got $100,000 of credit in the mail. I got named in the movie Dave as well. See, all corporations are free. All you have to remember is to pay a little filing fee. That corp today would be $30 to you. I started the Orange County Blind Center. I got in trouble for that too. You see, I believe anybody can go to school, pass the test, and that's simple, and get the little piece of paper. Life teaches you good or bad and ugly, and you got to fight through the pain. That's what I believe in every step of the way. I used the word Braille when I started the Orange County Blind Center. I got sued and named in a lawsuit. Kind of sucks. Never bring the pain home. The lie, I believe you lie to yourself, and probably your CPA and attorney in corporate service lie to you every day. You see, if a corporation guarantees the car, the building, the lease, and the credit card, you actually sign on the behalf of those things. So when they sue the corp, they sue you. When Ken Yarborough and I wrote a book called File Segregation in '87, I didn't like it. I said, Ken, we're going to do our divisions and corporations and get credit for people right away, because he wanted to fib a little bit, I believe. If we had a division of ourselves right here, we would have a line of defense. So understand something. The line of defense, if one got messed up, we got 2 more, we can go get another one as well. See, your problem is to realize what you could allow to do with no intent to do fraud, but it's up to you as well. So what do we get to do? Your corporation is going to need Dun & Bradstreet to take a picture. Analytical 750 will help you with that as well. There you go for your picture and get that basically set up right away. Now, help me help you and other people. Today, you could actually register your friends and family in what's called our HubSpot. Their phone number, their name, and their email address, simple. If they buy anything in our system from me or anyone else in the office and one of the specialists, you would get 10% on a Zelle, check, or store credit. You could become an affiliate. As a little boy, people would be nosy. How you doing, little boy? My response since I was a little kid to this day, if you ask me how I'm doing, it's going to be always good. Always good. Because no one steals my peace. Thank you, Jesus. And that's what I say to myself every day. Or choice. If you like me, please take a picture. Do a Google review for me. If you don't like me, then leave me alone. Simple. See, now everybody likes me. Now everybody likes you. That's how it works in this world today. But again, what do we get to do? I'm going to call it boring and steady, which I've done all my life. I want your cell phone ready in a minute. Is that okay? Let's take 9 divisions for 9 lines of credit. It ends up being $1 million of credit. Let's get basically 9 locations of something. If you would have did this a long time ago versus wasting $50,000 to $100,000 in your life, you wouldn't be a disappointed person today at 35 to 75 years old. Take your picture now, please. You see, you should own things when you drive by them every day, at least 25% of every goodie, but that's just me trying to tell you what to do if you'd follow through. But the bottom line is we need $100,000 of credit. So we put $25,000 in a project and maintain $75,000 as safety. But again, that's what I want to teach you to do anyway. Did you take your picture? Hopefully it's your green screensaver for your computer or your phone. You laminate and color, put on your refrigerator, your desk at work. But it's up to you. I'd tell you to let me have an hour of your time. I like to blueprint you. That means past, present, and future, by the way. Good, bad, and ugly. Did you mess up Chase or American Express? I need to know. Do you have a tax lien or a bankruptcy? Did you seal the bankruptcy? Do we have a family, a spouse, kids? All right, you have a corporation with 18 divisions. That's what you're going to need in the beginning. From there, we're going to think about planning to live and planning to die. You'll need an irrevocable trust so you don't leave your children into a probate like you got stuck in for you. Simple. Car will be a division. I don't understand. I watch ding-dongs on social media going, the car, you're going to write off this. Stop. I don't care what you write off. The biggest problem you have is liability of that car. You're at Sam's Club, you get in a bumpity bump. All right, take pictures, call the police right away to get a police report, no matter how much damage is. See, when they drive away, they're going to blame you anyway. The goal is if a division was the division of the car, they would basically sue the division, not you. Your problem is you didn't plan the problem, and every time you turn around, you're getting your assets kicked. The house is bought through a trust from now on. Instead of homestead trust, escrow close, homestead trust, what you should have did in the first place. We're going to talk about auto income and basically cash flow for you per time. When my book 49 years ago in 1976. Again, a blueprint call with me is $2,000. If you did it today while I'm online with you, I give you the discount of $9.99. If you call the office, they better charge you $19.99. They can't take my discounted price. They're supposed to earn their commission and make a profit at the same time, too. We get to play the game, not just write up because they're an order taker. But again, what do we get to do? We get to play the game to win. If you Zell now during the broadcast, you get to save a 10% on top of the $9.99. But again, if you partner with me, it becomes free. That's the ultimate goal. Now, here's a form I want you to get familiar with. 1984, I get this in the mail. It says I have to pay $800 to $1,000 per corporation as a franchise tax fee. I own Shakey's, 31 flavors, donut stores, all kinds of stuff, shopping centers, condos. I'm going to have to pay $1.2 million just to have a franchise tax fee? Are you crazy? The form said husband and wife and partner in 84. Went up to Sacramento, says, can I create an entity under a corporation that doesn't have to pay franchise tax fee? Modify a form or create one, we'll see if we approve it. Division process is approved in 85, 86. Your corporation will have number 4A. I will be 4 in one of my divisions, and then we'll have a B and a C. I usually try to put 4 people in a project because I want to get them a minimum of $5,000 a month, up, and away. That would be the ultimate goal for you. By the way, I've been doing this since 1987. So I want you to own a piece of something besides just investing in things you do every day. I want you to understand, all right, you should have created auto income a long time ago, but again, I got to get you to turn these up and listen a little bit more than you've done before. What do? If you partner with me for a year, it's very simple. Every 3 weeks, I'm on the phone telling you what to do. That's right. I don't want you to think. I just want you to do what I tell you to do. I'd like to give you $200,000 of credit. That's usually about $20,000 just for that credit. From there, I'd like to do a blueprint call. I'd like to give you the 12 months of coaching. Today, that is $27,000 if you get the $200,000 of credit. All right, from there, it's $20,000 if you did it right away. But the bottom line is going to be up to you. All right, I want you winning the game of business. So let's understand. If you don't want the $200,000 of credit, then you're going to do the $10,000 fee. You're stuck with me every step of the way. I have one left. I thought I had 2 that I helped basically one of the specialists talk to the other day, and these people have been procrastinating, so the reality is I'm letting it go today. So guess what? When it's gone, I'll call them and say, you blew it. I told you now, zell. They didn't do it. You see, the reality is procrastination is the killer of a dream. It's called step up to the plate, let's go win. That's up to you as well. We get to play the game. You don't have the bank accounts? I do. I have bank accounts that show hundreds and thousands and millions of dollars. When we partner up, if we need them for verification, we have those too. I have no excuse. There's your Zell today for that last and final one. Today, not tomorrow, not next week. And do not be a procrastinator, killing of a dream. That actually kind of pisses me off, to be honest with you. Because when you make a promise and you make a commitment, you follow through. Because I do every day. But again, what do? It's a Zell, and a now. If you need to call that office right away, 800-254-9506. Use the card. They will charge you 5% more. You got one left. That's about it. Now, I'm not going to give you shared office space like I used to do for years ago. A lot of times, shared office space creditors don't like it, or the bank. Here, I'm going to lease you 12 feet at a time if you want. So no matter if you're in California or not, I'll lease you 12 feet at a time. Now you have a real address for that bank purposes as well. Take your picture. You can call the 800-254-9506, and Julia will be the one to help you as well. Simple to say, simple to do. The goal is to take the repackage in America, only American winning the game of business, the things I've done for 49 years, and the Ray Reynolds University too. I got to get you to pay attention and follow through. The goal is, what did you do? Sorry to say, what did you do? Honey, we're going to start a business with our friends and family here today. You jacked up the credit, you dropped the score, got stuck, couldn't get any more. You backed yourself and your spouse in a corner, you hawked your house, and I call that silly and dumb. Anyway, why did you do that? You see, all cards fluctuate but two. That's why you need a stick in the back of that card. The goal, as I've been preaching and teaching for 49 years, is to never bring the pain home. These don't fluctuate, the other ones do. You learn rules and tools. The NACB certified me as the #1 consultant worldwide. I'm the guy that created the 25% rule. 30 is yellow, 50 is red. Balance your debt. Quit bringing the pain home. Got it so far? When I set up the dashboards while I'm training Yarborough in 1987, it allowed me to take a person, a division or corporation using tax ID. The dashboard was designed this way for personal, SSN or SS4, it's right there. That's all we had to do. We get to play the game. If I want it for the division, corporate division, or you, simple to do. So the goal is start the credit file. I prefer tax ID, by the way. But what do we get to do? Never bring the pain home. Remember, the IRS SS5 is SSN, 1040 tax return. The SS4 is right in front of you. It says entity, legal name of entity or individual person. They created the form to be a universal form for people, corporations, and entities, and that's what it's designed for. Per entity, by the way, that's even a credit file. So if we look at my dashboard, my choice is simple. When I pop credit for a person on a dashboard, what I do is I line it up using one of my live cards. I don't believe in this trade line crap because I believe that's fraud. The choice on the dashboard gives me the option of Social Security number or not. If I take a card off one of my cards for you and line you up right away, that means I get separate billing or reapply. But again, if I get separate billing, that card's for you. It's not for the division process anymore. And then from there, I can decide to put a tax ID there in SSN. See, it's optional. We get to play the game to win. All cards fluctuate. That's what people should teach you. But since I helped set up the system, I know it better than anybody on planet Earth that I believe. So what do? Gold and platinums do not fluctuate. Those are the cards you should have jacked up when you have an emergency. That's a 750 score. Ultimate goal. So what do we get to do? Play the game and win. Why would you want to call with me? Probably because I can raise the limits on your cards on my dashboard, or we can answer questions for you too. And usually I'm $3,000 an hour, $25,000 a day. If you want to call with me for 15 minutes, it's $399 while I'm broadcasting here. If after the fact, the office sells it for $500. So it's called Zell now. Now, credit repair is fraud. Again, this is what they say. You see, in Webster's dictionary, the word repair means it's broken. This is not broken. Okay, it's like when I wrote the books, Prove It or Remove It, years ago, too. So the Federal Trade Commission says credit repair is a fraud or a scam. I didn't say it, they did. I'm sure there's some companies out there that do okay. The bottom line is, if they lie, what good is that anyway? Credit Repair Organization Act, what do? What you might want to do is learn what you can do for yourself. I believe most of those companies on social media are using my books anyway. I see clients all the time going, blah, 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 I'm rich, okay? What do? This is called winning the credit game. Take a picture, screenshot it, scan it, give it to all your friends. It has the letters for creditors and credit bureaus, the ultimate goal. Next, I watch people talk about debts and probably in collection agencies. Instead of trying to give you little pieces, why don't you get a copy of the Debt Crisis Intervention? Your credit bureaus used to have basically consumer credit counseling on those as well. Before I died in a coma, we had pandemic. That was one of my companies, by the way, if you don't know that. Here's a copy of the Fair Debt Collections Practices Act, so you get all the pieces you're going to need and understand. So take that picture, scan it, and get a copy of it right away. From there, if you need to, you can take that picture of this of Amazon Library, and you can look at all the books and what I have for you as well. It's very simple to do, and you can get that free download and all kinds of other pieces. The goal is to help you every step of the way. Analytical 750. That's what you should actually do, because basically Credit Karma has no phone number, it only has 2 bureaus, and you need Experian.com. And if you're doing the LifeLock thing, they were indicted 6 times, $100 million the last time. All right, Analytical does that basically $2 billion bond, and they protect the dark web as well. But it's up to you. I would tell you to do Analytical over all of them. Why? Because they're helping on personal and business credit. All right, they're going to charge you $25 a month, by the way. Take a picture, scan it, sign up today. What does this mean? They're going to call you every 46 days. They're going to guide you, all right, and help you every 46 days to make sure you're on track. You see, you've been guessing, most of you anyway, so let's have them tell you the truth. Then they're going to help you Dun and Bradstreet, Experian, and TransUnion and Equifax business reports as well. So make sure you scan that, take that picture, sign up today. It's $25 a month, by the way. So the man says, I lost my job, I have 2 kids. That means he has a house, a condo, something, maybe he lives with mommy and daddy. But the reality is very simple. If you lost your job, go drive Uber, Lyft, or DoorDash. Have a garage sale. I did after coma, 12 of them, and got cited 3 times. The kids, you can get the food from the church, but I believe he's the liar. Why? Because that sign's getting him $210 a day. He didn't have to work. He's wearing his jammies. He's a filthy mess. Let's get him a shower and put him on the phone and get him to work right away. I think he's lying, but that's just my opinion. I would tell you to have 3 divisions of me and 5 closet divisions. There's me in 2009, died at 5:41, July 5th, in a coma. Well, all right, 2011, I'm basically, all right, because I got to come back when God gave me the choice too. So, closet divisions here, divisions of me. Why did I come with the number 5? Simple. Every race car, race boat, and race motorcycle have the number 8 on it. I was born on the 8th. So the bottom line is that's how I play my game to win. I have a way to rebuild myself every step of the way. After that, I built $1 million of credit, corporate structure, my divisions of me. In 6 weeks, I bought my wife her next dream house. Always remember, happy wife, happy life. The goal is to plan the problem, because it's going to happen all the time. What is a corporation? Again, it's a legal person. It's a legal what? May sue or be sued, so protect yourself and understand. So let's understand what today is. Today we have a problem. What's happening is this is the fourth quarter. We're running out of time. See, a corporation and divisions need to be filed now. Now, because we're in countdown. If you want next year to get a line of credit at the bank, you're going to want basically that corporation, say 2025, because we're running out of time. Divisions and corporations need to file now, so basically we're almost done. It's almost over. So the bottom line is got to get it set up and filed right away. Keep in mind we have less than 60 days. So if you're going to stay a procrastinator, you're going to be killing the dream. If you want 2026 to be the year of your life, let me know. If you don't have a corp today, take a picture. I've been giving corporations for free for 49 years. Free to everybody. Because there's no reason someone says pay $5,000 for a piece of paper and not learn diddly squat. You'll pay your filing fee probably $30 to $100, by the way. From there, your corporation should do only 4 things. This means we're going to do what? Buffer tax, corporate credits or write-off, cars, fleet price, and we get the free buffet at the hotel. That's all I'd say the corporation should do, but it's going to be up to you. The line of defense is the division. The entity under the corporation got approved in 85-86. They're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, multiple credit reports, and separate liability on real estate. You got an LLC, oh goody for you. You got 20 houses, one slips and falls, sues you, screws you up, and you lose them all. Division process gives you the line of defense. Without it, you'll always bring the pain home, in my opinion. Corporate umbrella, it's going to be up to you. So keep in mind today, How many divisions do I need? It depends on the project. If I'm going to go get an apartment complex, I need 125 divisions because that's what I need for every unit and every tenant. If I want a Wendy's or certain things or other pieces, it's going to be up to you. If I want 100,000 of credit times 9 to be $1 million off one card, you know it's 9 divisions. Then it could be 9 more properties, 1 for each division. So again, I'm going to say 18 is your minimum, but it's up to you. 18 basically would be 36, 36, 72. See, divisions, we don't care what we name them today. We just care they're filed and that's their birth date. Because we're going to change the names next year anyway when we position them for projects. This is in my book 40 plus years ago. Corporation, subdivisions, and more. That helped me build up to $16 million of credit, by the way. Every entity has its own credit file. When we look at the SS4 again and again, person, corp, division, or subsidiary, as your banks use that all the time in front of you, are the cities. See, the cities and the government planned the problem. That's why they created what's called a Chapter 9 bankruptcy. They bankrupt the debt of a city and state and business in front of you. They've done it 11 times so far. So as we play this game to win. The Lamborghini there is $6,900 a month. Not counting the insurance and all the goodies. It's not my car, but here's the keys. I won't own a car because that'd be stupid. I'm thinking about what can I write out? No. Liabilities to the division, not to me. I drive a company car. The lease of a building, again, it's a division. Every property is a division, separate liability, and the IRS created the SS4 public record as a universal form to receive money and pay tax when they're profitable. From there, we should daisy chain credit. 1 card, 99 more. That would be the ultimate goal for all of us. If we build the foundation, we can get the American dream. If something gets wrong and screws up, we get to get rid of the piece, keep the other pieces. Now, 18 years ago, I'm fighting before basically pandemic and dying to come and coming back help you, that I wanted to put the division process on every cash application in the United States of America. By the way, it's been there for 18 years in front of you. It's right there. All right, I got them to do this. Now we're going to get you to play catch up. From there, what do? The American Express offers 99 more cards. That could be $100 million. That's kind of nuts, in my opinion. But again, what do? Simple. When I get the American Express Platinum card, would you like one for personal business? Would you like division cards? Would you like expense cards? How many cards would you like? They offer 99 more, and they can actually be free there. But again, it's a choice. If I want the gold card, I can do the same thing. So should I get 2 for me, of course, and what about the division process? How many would you like? Again, that's the American dream, to finance the dream. So again, remember my Zell, now today. You have an opportunity to partner with me. I have 1 position left, and I want it gone today because the 3 that said they're going to do it right away, they've been procrastinating. I don't like procrastinators or dream. That kills a dream every step of the way. It's a Zell, now, today, not tomorrow. It's a Zell, now. You call that office at 800-254-9506. Use a card, they charge 5% more. The goal is to have a what's manageable debt. 100,000 of personal, $1 million for the corporation, auto income, then we have to leverage money. We have to learn to reference 3 times 5 every step of the way. Again, what did I say earlier today? We take the corporate credit, we finance the American dream, debt offsets taxes. That should be that 4-plex, the apartment complex. It should be the Wendy's or the Jack in the Box or something like that. Car wash or laundromat or something like that too. Keep in mind it's called auto income. It's nice to watch some of my clients out there helping people. I just don't like the word they use, credit repair, because it's not broken. Federal Trade Commission, as I showed you, says that's against the law. They should be rebuilding under a nonprofit 501c3 like I have for the Ray Reynolds University. It's education, rebuilding, that's the process. It's the only one that's licensed to do it in the first place. But we don't do credit repair. The other ones that keep saying the word, all right, basically I'm rich, that confuses me. Because when the IRS hears you're rich, they could tax you up to 60% plus. You might want to just say you run a rich corporation or you're a puppet master. But again, everybody wants to confuse everybody saying I'm rich. All right, do you want to be a millionaire? Please say no. Do you want to be a millionaire corporation? Please say yes. 9 divisions, 9 lines of credit. That could be up to $100,000 a month income, by the way. That's what I believe you should have done a long time ago. I think you kind of blew it a little bit. Now, my problem in '88 had a problem. I got $53 million of credit back in '88, and here's my problem, the shrinking my limits. So I wrote a book called Buckets of Money. I took my first matrix at 4.6 million, dissected to 190,000 a month. The notes behind all the goodies, because I invented Homestead Blocker, you see so on Chattel Mortgage, we're $1.1 billion, by the way. We get to play the game to win. That's the ultimate goal every step of the way. Winning the game of business, by the way. You got that so far? That's what I did basically in 1987, in '88 and '89. You want to play? Let me know. So the goal is to repackage it like Humpty Dumpty. The ultimate goal is to understand you're missing some pieces. You got some pieces. Let's put it together a little bit more my way than yours, because we're not going to bring the pain number again. A call with me today is discounted to $399 versus $5 if it is basically Zelle during the broadcast with me. Very simple. We get an apartment complex. Let's remember, I'm going to have the apartment complex purchased as a division, guarantee as a division. If you partner with me, if you allow me, I'm going to become the bank and actually offer them a loan for every unit as well. You know, if you don't want it, you just get your piece, that's fine. But I'm going to become the bank. I'm going to take it till we get literally $36,000 to $126,000 a month for 30 plus years. I want to be the bank. That's the ultimate goal. It's like this one, they want $3 million, okay. Seller finance, they want 10% down. Well, then basically we get $36,000 per month current minus the payment. That means we have $13,452. We put 6 people and then we can divide that up and away. But if I split deed it, that becomes $76,800 a month. $76,800, we become the bank. That's the ultimate goal, to play the game to win. Those are the things I like to do with my projects with you. What do? Take a picture. How many divisions do I need for Wendy, storage unit, fourplex, or apartment complex? The apartment complex to be what? The bank, you need about an average 125 divisions. A division on my dashboard since '87 is I can put history. I don't believe in trade line crap, to be honest with you. I believe that's fraud. History allows me to start the credit file, Experian, Treasury, and Equifax under tax ID. I don't need SS4 and basically tax ID until after I daisy chain credit. So if you want a division with tax ID and history today, it's $1,000. Here's 3 with or without credit, or 9, or 12. It's very simple. Take your picture. That's what the office would offer to you today. If you did it during the broadcast with me, I'm going to double the numbers. 3 becomes 6, 9 is 18, 12 is 24. But that's an opportunity during my broadcast only. If it's not a Zelle, now, or call the office right away, sorry, I'm going to say you kind of blew it. Again, please, let's understand, we want to rebuild, and I don't want you to be rich. I'd like you to be a puppet master controlling a rich corporation. If you need $25,000 of credit today, normal price is about 10%, $2,500. If you did it during the broadcast with me, it is $999. Very simple. If you Zelle that, you save 10%. If you need $50,000 of credit, instead of 5, it's $29.99. If you Zelle it, again, you save another 10%. If you need $100,000 of credit, it's usually $10,000. Today it is $4,999. If you need $100,000 personal and business, if it's done simultaneously, it is $6,999. If you Zelle, you save 10% on that too. Or you call the office. There's your Zelle. And you have the ability of a now, or basically 800-254-9506. I would suggest a call with me as a 15-minute or a blueprint call up to an hour, but it's going to be up to you as well. What do we get to do? Answer your questions. You're stuck with me every step of the way. If you like me, please Google review. If you don't, please leave me alone. Not everybody likes me. Nobody likes you. That's how it works today. Unfortunately, that's just the way it works. If you allow me, for your kids or high schoolers and college students, I like to start their credit file. I'll do it for free. They get the free download as well. Start the file and get them their first credit card. I like the next generation not to screw up like we did. All right, understand? But again, it's a goal. Again, you can call the office right away for that too. The library, all right, very simple. You can take a picture, scan it, look at the books, and you can see what you want today too, how I can help you even more. I believe tomorrow you should get up an hour earlier to find some me time. I'm up every day at 2:25 in the morning. I drop to my knees. I say, thank you, Jesus, yesterday, today, tomorrow, and forgiveness too. In Jesus' name, amen. I walk over to the mirror. I stare at myself for 5 minutes. I put myself in check. I'm up every day at 2:25. I'm usually here by 3:30 in the morning. Again, I'd like you to be a puppet master. That means you get to control assets. You don't own anything, but you might have 1,013 divisions. In case something screws up, you get rid of the bad piece. You keep the good pieces, like your bankruptcies and cities do in front of you. Boring and steady. I hope you took your picture today. That should be laminated. It should be in color. It should be on a refrigerator desk or even your screensaver. Here's that basically form I got to modify over the years. It's been modified, I think, 6 or 7 times now. So you're 4A, we have a B and a C, and I have 4. What do? We get to close an escrow and share a piece. The goal is you write a check to escrow. And what happens is very simple. Now I have one left, one, because I can only do 3 calls a day and broadcast every day. That's all I can do. So if you want to get that $200,000 of credit, instead of the $27,000 today, it is $20,000, you save $7,000. If you don't need the credit, as I build it up and away, there's one left. I want it done today. I got 4 people on the call right away anyway, because I want it done. I had 2 people say they're going to do it. It's like the bouncing ball. Procrastination is the kill of a dream. It is a now, zell, period. When someone makes a commitment, I want them to keep it because I keep mine. If you're missing your bank statements, I got them for you. It's simple. There's your Zell. Call the office at 800-254-9506. Use a card, they'll charge you 5% more. If you need us to coach your business, we do that too. We use about 25 to 30% of our clients want that as well. The specialist will actually customize something for you if you want. The ultimate goal is learning how to play to win the game of business. One of the things about Stellar Bank, Chase, or even American Express, they have this loan for $250,000 called a blueprint loan. It's a pain in the ass at. But again, if you look in the gateway for the platinum card, it'll say, would you like 99 more cards? And then it'll say, would you basically like the $250,000 blueprint loan? If we did this correctly, because they offer 99 more, that's kind of crazy. Let's go get 9 only, please. All right, the blueprint loan is up to $250,000. This allows you to turn it into installment loans. You become the bank. But they want $100,000 in and out of your bank account in about 30 transactions. If you don't have it, I do. We can partner up to do that too. It's going to be up to you. David got $240, Carrie got $210. This is the kind of money you would put into a project, or maybe buying a franchise or a piece of something. But again, what do? I usually charge $5,000 to line up my bank account with you as a division of your corp here, get your card and exercise it and prove my point with you. But again, that's what I usually charge is $5,000. I don't charge you for that 10% on the back end till we close an escrow, because I don't want to back you in a corner in debt you cannot afford to pay. I want it paid out of the escrow on a monthly basis. There you go. Instead of that $5,000 today, very simple. All right, you can get this today if you want a blueprint loan using my accounts tied to you. We can partner up doing that as well. Separately, it will be $1,999 today by Zelle only. If you wanted the fast track is where I take one of my corps with you and make a division of you under the corporation and get another card. In some cases, we can get 2 blueprint loans simultaneously, but again, it's going to be up to you. Santos is my vice president of the company. There's his private line, 951-289-4791. If you wanted the fast track blueprint, all right, I give it away for $2,999, normally $5,000, if it was done tonight by a Zelle. The ultimate goal, I'm always going to say Zelle, now. And the goal is if you need to call the office at 800-254-9506, I'd call it right away. Use a card, they charge you 5% more. The goal is to help me help you and other people. So what do? You put them in our system. When they buy anything, you get a Zelle, you get a store credit, or a check. Again, that's how you become an affiliate. Look behind that curtain every day. The word no doesn't mean no. It means usually they don't know how. So I'd like you to look behind the curtain every step of the way. I'd like you to stay safe, stay strong, and we do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. The ultimate goal, we all have the ability to listen and learn. I'm online 6 days a week, helping people like you all the time. If you allow me to rebuild you my way, I'll hold your hand, we'll sing Kumbaya, and you're not going to make any mistakes. I'm going to tell you what to do, but it's going to be up to you now. If you're not Zelle right away, or 800-254-9506, sorry. All right, I'm going to say you kind of blew it. I hope you call right away. But the bottom line is we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.